I'm not gonna say Diddy is straight. There ain't nothing wrong with being gay as long as you're proud of being who you are. But I think Diddy has fondled in the closet a lot in his life, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Another day, another fiery revelation about Diddy. This time, it's coming straight from one of his former artists, Chopper. In a jaw-dropping interview, Chopper didn't hold back and dropped some shocking claims about the bad boy mogul that you need to hear. If you're ready for some serious tea, buckle up, because this one's wild. Now, younger Gen Z might not recognize Chopper, but if you grew up watching Making the Band on MTV, you'll definitely remember him. Back in the early 2000s, Diddy ran the hit reality show, handpicking members for his group, Da Band. Chopper was one of the 6 artists who made it through grueling auditions to join Diddy's bad boy crew. But fast forward to today, and Chopper's in the spotlight again, not for music, but for a bombshell revelation. In a candid interview with The Art of Dialogue, Chopper opened up about his controversial past, including legal troubles he claims are now resolved. But that wasn't the headline grabber. The real shocker? Chopper claims he witnessed something so outrageous, so unexpected, that it completely changed how he saw Diddy. And this wasn't just a rumor. Chopper says he saw it all with his own eyes. What did he see, you ask? Get ready, because this is where things get spicy. When asked about long-standing rumors involving Diddy and alleged non-consensual activities with men, Chopper didn't mince words. He said, "Diddy's always been that guy. We just didn't know it." It's the kind of claim that leaves jaws on the floor. And Chopper didn't shy away from dropping hints about what went on behind the scenes. The Art of Dialogue is known for spilling tea, and this interview is no exception. Whether you believe it or not, one thing's for sure. This story is setting the internet on fire.
I'm not gonna say Diddy is straight. You heard me? I'm not gonna say that. I know what a straight man is, and I wouldn't 100% say Diddy is straight. I don't. That's all gravy, as long as you standing firm on who you are. But I do believe that the homie done funneled a lot in his life, for sure. Even from what I've seen.
The rapper's description of an alleged studio encounter with Diddy that changed everything for him was the actual interview moment that sent social media into a frenzy. According to Chopper, he entered Diddy's studio without warning and happened upon a scene that he claims he will never forget. He allegedly caught Diddy red-handed tonguing down another man in the studio, but it wasn't just any man. He was allegedly one of the most powerful men in the entertainment industry, just like Diddy.
I walked in the studio and seen 2 powerful men doing things that was uncomfortable to my eyes. And that's it. So you can take that how you want it. There you have it.
Chopper wasn't prepared for what he reportedly witnessed that evening, and he said he would never be able to forget how awkward it was for him to watch Puff Daddy in that state. At that point, his opinion of Bad Boy Records began to deteriorate because he simply stopped feeling it.
That's their preference. Now, you asked me, did Diddy do anything left field? And that's why I gave the answer. Yes, I seen things when I walked in the studio that was uncomfortable to my eyes with another powerful person.
Can you imagine walking into your boss's studio and seeing that? If Chopper's story is to be believed, it's no wonder he couldn't look at Diddy the same way again. That's why the Mirror mentioned that the person is also in the music business, even though Chopper didn't name the alleged powerful person he caught with Diddy.
Yeah, I just seen it, bruh, and it f***ed me up. I'm not even gonna much lie to you. I wasn't really. I looked at Diddy differently after that. The $30 million was out the window once I seen him look that way. You know, I low key kind of. I wasn't feeling that bad boy no more.
Chopper claimed that after that G-Ring studio moment, something else caught his attention. He said that his treatment at Bad Boy Records allegedly took a surprising turn for the better. Something he never thought would happen. He began receiving what he described as special treatment after the incident. One noteworthy instance for Chopper was in 2016 when the label made a big U-turn to cover the entire cost of the music video for his single Little Daddy. Not only did the label pay all the expenses for the original singles video, but they also paid everything needed to shoot the remix. That's crazy, right?
I opened the door, I seen what I seen, and I hurried up and slammed the door. And ever since then, Ron was treating me nice. That's how I was. I couldn't get Lil Daddy, the Lil Daddy video. I couldn't get the Lil Daddy video shot for nothing. You heard me? I'm talking about for nothing. But after that happened, I went back home to New Orleans and we were shooting Lil Daddy. As a matter of fact, we shot Lil Daddy, my solo Lil Daddy, and we shot the remix with Wayne and Jody Breeze the same day.
That's a great deal for Chopper, and the executives are probably trying to get him to play ball after what he allegedly witnessed. Let's face it, freebies like that don't come around very often in the music industry, especially from a label that is, let's say, cautious with its expenses. In addition, they did the music video for free after turning him down a few times, so that would be a huge coincidence and a great deal of luck for Chopper. The rapper, who had been satisfied with his claims, at first became upset during the interview and publicly criticized Diddy for being on the DL. The real reason Chopper lost his cool was because he became emotional after reliving the things he had to go through. Even though he was signed to a label, trust me, some of the things he claimed happened to him are really crazy.
Free my daddy. He said, you make sure you let it be known if you seen something uncomfortable with your eyes. You dig? That man left you down bad. I went through a lot. I couldn't even feed my family. Yeah, f***ing right, that gay. Uncomfortable with my eyes. Right, yes, he's gay. Okay, but I don't think someone being gay is bad. And that's the thing. I don't think someone being gay is like a curse. If that's their preference, then say, bro, that's their preference.
Although Chopper maintains that he has no problem with Diddy's purported preferences, his tone changes when discussing the growing controversy surrounding the music mogul. He is not entirely convinced that all of the more serious accusations against Diddy are untrue, especially in light of what he witnessed while working for the label. Chopper also disclosed that he wouldn't have ever shared this story and what he went through with Diddy if it weren't for his father, who urged him to do so, especially in light of everything he has endured because of Diddy.
I'm never really the type of person that get on here and do all that shit. But I talked to my daddy, and my daddy said, you went through so much in life and you swept it under the rug. And everybody just expect you to just eat that. That man left you for dead out here. You don't have to speak your truth. You just gotta be city. Just be yourself.
The most memorable part of the interview was when he claimed that Diddy was allegedly deep in another man's throat. It was so obvious that Chopper was still somewhat afraid of what Diddy might do to him. Simply for being in that interview, it's almost as if he had been traumatized for some reason. He tried his best to keep his words subtle and sive, but sometimes he couldn't help it.
I'm not trying to expose nobody. It's already out there. How I'm trying to expose was already out there. I'm just happy I wasn't the first one to do all that there. All right, that's clear. Yeah, I seen the nigga kissing the man, tonguing him down. You heard me? That shit was crazy. And I looked at him differently after that. That's just all that is. I looked at him totally different after that.
Chopper stated that he could have put up with Diddy's strange behavior and become the world's biggest celebrity, but his upbringing's honor and dignity prevented him from hanging back. After all the embarrassing things he saw on a daily basis, he simply couldn't continue.
Hey, bro, to be honest with you, I could have tolerated it and been the biggest star in the world right about now. No doubt about it. But at the end of the day, my dignity, bro, my honor, and just, I always think about where I'm from. All Baron and Martin Luther King hit him hard, and I think about those people because those are the people that I really looked up to before it was rap, so I look at how would they see me if they was to know the things that I saw, that I tolerated.
We have to give it to Chopper because he really avoided temptation. Money is a powerful tool, and he simply said, no, that's bold. The part of his interview that attracted the most attention was when he casually mentioned some hot tea, which felt like a bombshell but was normal to him. He literally named Dro Suge Knight, another top original figure in the music scene, as a party writer who was into some of the wild and nasty stuff Diddy was into. According to Chopper, Suge wasn't afraid to tell Diddy to move aside if he wasn't into some of the wild stuff that went down at some of the parties. Diddy, on the other hand, simply expected people to accept whatever he did. When asked about his thoughts on Diddy's growing legal issues, Chopper had a lot to say and didn't hold back at all. He simply kept sharing what Diddy is going through from Chopper's point of view.
When I went to the parties with Suge, if that was wicked and all this, the celebrities, the actresses and all that there, when they was doing all that weird shit, Suge he'll tell me, he was like, if you ain't cool with that there, just get out the way. But I'm going to enjoy myself. So you can go sit your ass on down here on the couch and go be a square all you want, but I'm gonna go enjoy myself. So Suge always did it like a boss, and to me that's a difference between Suge and Did It to me. Diddy did it like a weasel, and he expect you to be with whatever he's with. Sugar let you know from the beginning.
That's some really crispy hot tea right there by Chopper Hez. Given the internet something to talk about for days, he feels that the universe has a way of balancing the balances and is giving him some significant justice in this instance. It's not simply coincidence, it's karma. As he puts it, I just think he done so much that the universe tends to unravel the way it should when you do wrong by people. Diddy is now getting a piece of humble pie that he so rightly deserves. Chopper also didn't hold back when criticizing Diddy's purported mistreatment of other artists under his label, calling it diabolical and scathing. However, it begs the intriguing question of whether Diddy is the latest celebrity to come under public scrutiny, or if this is truly karma at work. In addition to focusing on the recent accusations, Chopper also took some time to consider Diddy's complicated legacy. Despite the success Diddy brought to the artist he mentored, Chopper thinks there is a darker side to his leadership. The current controversy surrounding Diddy is a result of years of abuse finally coming to light. And while he acknowledges that Diddy may have had good intentions at one point, he feels that leading a particular lifestyle for too long can cause one to lose touch with treating people as human beings rather than objects. Looking back, it's easy to see how moments like that might have felt more like a power play than a lesson for Chopper. These memories seem to embody the double-edged sword of working with Diddy. The opportunities were enormous, but the cost was questionable. This sentiment is made even more poignant when you consider Chopper's time with the band and the famous Cheesecake Walk in which Diddy sent Chopper and his bandmates trekking miles across New York City just to fetch a slice of cheesecake. At the time, it was framed as tough love, a way to weed out who was truly dedicated. With all these bombshells coming and lawsuits building up, we can't help but ask, how much of Diddy's success came at the expense of others he dragged along for the ride? It's a legacy that is as contentious as it is significant. I mean, Diddy has beaten a lot of accusations and lawsuits in his career, but we have to admit that none are as big as this. No one would ever have imagined that we would ever see Diddy stuck in jail for a night, let alone 3 months. And this could be the end of his empire. Or will he do what he always does, defy the odds and weather the storm once more? Counting Chopper's startling revelations have given yet another level of complexity to the developing saga of the bad boy boss. It remains to be seen if these assertions become a turning point or merely another chapter in Diddy's epic tale, and let's face it, this is far from. What do you think about Chopper's shocking revelations about Diddy and Suge Knight? Do you think his claims are true, or is this just another instance of industry drama? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to hit the like button if you want to be updated on all the most recent breaking news and celebrity rumors. You won't want to miss what's coming next, so subscribe to the channel and enable the notification bell.